On your right.
Looks like the agents of chaos are against you.
Still there. They're on your right.
Yeah, that's what I say. Don't worry, Nick will kill me eventually. But then I watched Foggy kill him.
Foggy killed me.
Whoa,
Well, that's my race over.
Is that a car retirement?
Yeah, someone just had on me into the...
Yeah, it was me.
I guess this race is gonna end like last man standing.
It seems like it.
Alright, I'll turn into commentator mode.
Yeah, maybe that's the twist. We just keep running these races over and over again until there's only one car left.
This one in hairpin.
Alright, that's my luck, I guess.
Oh, this is a very bad spot to be in. Oh no!
That's not bad going. 2 out of 3 races, I've ended up at the back of the grid.
Okay, someone glitched in front of me. He was spinning. And then he corrected.
My game crashed.
Oh, that's unlucky.
Oh, that's no good.
Alright, so... For the third race, we have a bit of a glitchy server, but still, majority of the drivers are still in the race. And I'm gonna attempt to do a bit of a commentary here. There's a bit of a 4-car train here. From 4th place down to 7th. And from the looks of it, Jared, Daz, Radoslav and Brooke are in it. Brooke is watching from the back, while these other 3 are on top of the action. The leaders are quite far ahead. However, Sarah is getting pretty close to Sven there. So she might fancy a move on one of these laps if she can get and keep the gap closed down. So I should switch to this because there's no reason to have the extended view there. So previous lap was a 51.3 if I can believe to this one. So Sarah is keeping a good pace there. 1/10 faster than Sven in the lead. And right behind this 4-car train is still going. Jared is still 4th, Diaz 5th, Radoslav 6th and Brooke 7th. And further back we have 2 cars on their own. And then from the looks of it, everyone is just single fight here. Although that said, there's a bit of a battle here between Andre and looks like Kaz is sliding out there. And can he reach on without trouble? Oh, there's a bit of tap there from one of the cars. But from the looks of it, he gets back on track without much trouble. So jumping back ahead. Sorry about this one. Diaz makes a bit of a mistake there, and from the looks of it, he can get side by side there. But he's very much in trouble. That Jared is still 4th. Did I say Diaz? Sorry, I meant Daz. They're still in 5th, but there's a bit of a touch there, and the 2 cars behind crash. And there's another one getting collected there. That's Paul Martin.
I guess that was a 3-car chain reaction there.
Yeah, first guy had a snap of oversteer, then braked. And then the other guy went into him, and then I didn't have time to react, and my car's fucked. That felt like going down the straight until it hit the...
So, you heard Brooke is not so happy about it. But who would be in a situation like that? There's a side-by-side right there between Craig and I believe either Brandon or Paul. I think that might be between him and Brandon there. He squeezes Brandon a bit there on the exit there. In the meanwhile, we have a car off track there, and I think that might be Mart. No, that's the car behind Mart. Anthony. So unfortunately he slid out there and couldn't do much about it. He's gonna lose a Olguina is here. Now he's gonna lose, unfortunately, more than he wants. And he's now gonna jump back down in the field. Going ahead a bit. Watching Timo now going side by side. And he just manages to get ahead. I think there was a bit of a touchdown between the two cars. So Timo and Peter are once again close on track, and there's another car behind them. That's smart. Oh, one car goes off track there. I think that might be Nick. Right, is there an okay camera angle that I can use? Not so much, I guess. Gonna go with the first on board here. It's gonna be a bit zoomed in. Matt just manages to save the car there. Works overhead. There's still a lot of jitteriness in this field. Marvin in third place. He's now lapping the field and is getting pretty close there. Meanwhile, Sarah is still in the second place. I guess I should have one of their streams up, so in case I miss something, I don't actually miss it. Alright, I will have Sarah's stream running up here. So right now she's in second place and does pretty well so far. This is the final race of the night, by the way, so there's a bit of expectations here after the first two races. Alright, Craig in 6th place, Timo in 7th and Brandon in 8th. And the looks of it, everyone is spaced out a bit, but again, you get close enough, cars might start to jitter out a bit. Craig has to save the car on the exit there. That's gonna help Timo to get closer there. And the start finish straight, we hit about 5 minutes to go. Will Timo go for the move there? The looks of it, no. But Craig does not get the line he wants for the first turn. Timo will try to get a move going on here. In the meanwhile, there's a bit of a smaller battle between the two cars back here, and Mark gets pushed a bit. Radoslav gives him a bit of a lap tap from the behind. The mid pack is catching up to Michael. So it's gonna be a bit of a interesting place. Let's see if he can let the others by without trouble. And oh, Craig just barely manages to get around him. Oh, Timo also barely gets around. Alright, these two can continue the fight if they get close enough, but unfortunately Michael is having trouble letting the others by there. So Brandon, for example, just barely gets around as well. He got to be pushed there, but squeezed in a bit. And same goes for the other car there as well. Oh, and they crash!
Oh! Hey! Hard up last turn.
I just went around the corner on two wheels and then
two wheels and then all of a sudden a pile up.
I was on two wheels and then yeah.
I know, I was behind you. I was thinking, oh, that's daring.
And then crew chief tells you it's my fastest lap.
Oh, Matt is losing it after the first turn. Does a 360, so at least it's stylish. We can. the two things cancel each other out. All right. Radoslav is trying to get around the car there to lap him. Let's check ahead a bit. Craig and Tim are still close to each other. And Sarah in second place, but looks like the gap has extended. And there might be something wrong here because Sarah seems to be a behind stutter, or maybe it's just Twitch being Twitch and drop the quality once I click away. Let's test it. So I have that selected. I have, yeah, Twitch being Twitch. Alright, yep, gotcha. Frame rate just cuts in half as soon as I select something else. Alright, looks like this two is gonna be the highlight of the race here. Craig and Timo are still onto each other. Craig is still ahead. And less than 2 minutes to go. Oh, Craig sends it up into the first corner. That might have Timo. Yes, Timo does go for the move on the inside. There they go side by side into turn 2. Timo on the inside, Craig on the outside. They touch. And Timo couldn't get the move done, but he's still there. They are still going side by side. And now Timo gets the move done. And Craig loses it. He goes off track.
That's interesting. A wheel and the in real life and in game no longer match. That's going to be a problem.
I was just about to make a comment. That wasn't the ideal line you were on.
I'm right here still.
And that's unfortunate for him. He drops down now to 19th place. And right behind him is Peter now. Right on the bumper. Half a minute to go. Peter goes for the inside there. They go side by side into the first turn. And Peter is still there on the inside. But Craig seems to be able to drive around Peter. At least into turn 2. For the time being, he's staying in 19th place. But Peter comes back to it once again. Tries a different line. He's gonna be on the outside there. Can he cut underneath? No, he cannot, but he can stay close. My Timo is on its own kinda now. 2 cars behind seems to be battling. And there's few groups of cars all over the field. And I'm not sure what that was about, but it looks like they had a bit of a connection problem there. Bit of a smoke kicked up, someone probably went a bit wider. Oh, and they almost touch here, at least connection-wise it looked kinda like they would touch. Two red cars right here for the final turn, on the final lap. We'll try to go for it, but they won't be able to take the place from each other. So Jeff stays 12 and Jim stays 13th. I completely forgot what was the lap. Alright. So, for the third race we have Mecklenburg, Sarah, and J. Will on the podium. So, yeah, that was interesting.